Welcome everyone to another Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video, wherever you are, whatever you may be doing. Thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd Family part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. If you are here on this Tuesday evening, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Make sure to give the video a like, a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, tell your friends, tell your family about the channel. Make sure to share the video on all social media platforms and click that bell so you'll be notified whenever we go live. I heard this morning that Tuesday has now been proclaimed as the most productive day at work. Good evening, Keveron, glad to have you here. As always, they didn't specify and tell you the reason. They just said that these companies now and workforces are coming out and saying that, whatever job it is they do, whatever business they have, they get the most production done from their employees on Tuesday. So hopefully you were productive at your job today, since it is a your job may be. But last night I did some over unders, and I did Big 12 and then a few of the making the playoffs, or people talk about them having a playoff chance. So we had, I want to say it was 35 teams last night, I think, if memory serves. So tonight, counting the group of 6 teams, we've got right around 40. That means altogether I'm doing about 70 plus schools. In the Big 12, Arizona State is 6.5. Now, before I go any further, let me say, typically, most of the time, when you get on the internet and you find these over-unders, it doesn't go alphabetically. It goes games. Today, when I got on the internet and found the Big 12 and the SEC, it listed both conferences in alphabetical order. So Arizona State is 6.5, Arizona 7.5, BYU 8.5, Baylor 6.5, Cincinnati 5.5, Colorado 4.5, Houston 8.5, Iowa State 5.5, Kansas State 7.5, Oklahoma State 5.5, TCU 6.5, Texas Tech 10.5, Central Florida is 5.5, Utah 8.5, West Virginia is 5.5, and that is the Big 12. Now, as far as the SEC goes, of course, it's 16 teams. Alabama 8.5, Arkansas 4.5, Auburn 6.5, Florida 7.5, Georgia 10.5, Kentucky 4.5, LSU 8.5, Mississippi State 4.5, Texas 9.5, Texas A&M 8.5, Vanderbilt 5.5, Missouri 6.5, Oklahoma 7.5, Ole Miss 8.5, South Carolina 6.5, and Tennessee is 7.5. Now, as far as the group of 6 teams go, hey there, I'm going to call you RHU. Glad to have you here. If you are new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Feel free to give the video a like, thumb up, and subscribe to the channel. We have Boise State at 7.5, Notre Dame 11.5. And I've seen the Fighting Irish schedule, and Notre Dame is really, really good this year. And honestly, the only game I could see them losing is Miami. But outside of that, unless they just lay a total egg, which a lot of teams do, it happens to about everybody. I just don't see a way they win less than 10 games. Tulane, 7.5. Navy, 7.5. James Madison, 8.5. And now the brand new team this year to the Group of 6 level and the FBS level house. At the FCS level, years and won multiple national championships. They moved up this year to the FBS level. They're going to be in the Mountain West, I believe. But they're picked to win 9.5 games. Wouldn't it be something if they go over that in their first year FBS, they win 10 games, which is a possibility. They're really, really good. A lot of the FCS teams move up because, you know, their school gets too big. North Dakota State moved up because they're just dominating too much at the FCS level. They're just so much better than everybody else that I know they don't win the national title every year, but they win it more years than not. And it's kind of not fair to the rest of the league that you can pretty much bank that every 5 years, North Dakota State's going to win 3 national championships. So they moved up because of that. So they're picked to win 9.5 games their first year at the FBS level as a Group of 6 team. I believe they're in the Mountain West. If so, they'll probably more than likely win that conference. And I heard an interview today on the radio. You know, I listen to a lot of sports talk where Paul Feinbaum pretty much came out and told the SEC to shut up. I don't know when Paul Feinbaum said this. I'm assuming probably last week during all the media day stuff, probably around about the time that Curt Cignetti basically said the Big Ten is the best conference there is. And Feinbaum came out and said that, you know, Cignetti's right. You know, the Big Ten is the best conference, and the SEC is making themselves sound stupid by talking. And I thought to myself, you know, when Paul Feinbaum, who bangs the drum of the SEC, comes out and tells the conference to shut up, you know they're hurting. Hey there, Coach Cardo. Glad to have you here on this Tuesday night. If you are new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Feel free to give the video a like, a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, tell your friends, tell your family about the channel, and make sure to share the video on all social media. Wrap up of the 2026 college football over-unders for all 4 Power 4 conferences, and in my opinion, probably the best. That's why I responded back to you. I almost included Memphis, but Memphis, yeah, they're always consistently good, but they're not always great. They'll win 10 games one year, and then they'll win 7 the next year. And then they'll win 10 games, and then they'll win 6 games. Whereas Boise State and Notre Dame and Tulane and Navy and James Madison are almost 8-win teams every year. Plus, Memphis now has a new head coach. They could be a whole lot better. Worse. Have no idea. We'll wait and find out. And that's why I thought about including them. And I thought, you know what, they've got too much transition, too much changeover. So I don't know, how good they'll be until they get on the field. Well, let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. It's really not that hard to tell an alligator and a crocodile. And that does it for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of